so crazy, it's hard to believe what's on this journey. Let us see. Aliens have landed, run away in fear. How deep is the rabbit hole? We'll find out this year. Sasquatch mating seems to be the norm, along with crazy death and markings in the corn. Don't look behind you, you'll surely die of fright. If we're lucky, we'll make it through the night. Maybe we'll uncover all the things that can be. Welcome to another year of Wicked Days.
Hey, what's up, my fellow weirdos? Happy Tuesday to you. I hope the work week of the... I hope the whole...
I hope the work week of the butthole.
I hate you so much right now. So look, I've been having a couple of really, really bad mental days.
Okay.
So today I'm trying my best.
Yeah, well.
Anyway, I hope the butthole of the work week is not kicking you too hard. I hope it's treating you kindly, and I hope we kind of help you with that process. My name is Chris, and with me, as always, is the guy that coined the phrase "ow, my nuts," Chuck. I forgot my headphones.
You hear that, guys? He forgot his headphones.
I am so sorry. Anyway, how's everything going, buddy?
Oh, it's pretty good, man. You know, well, I say pretty good. That's just fucking kind of the go-to phrase. You know,
Sure.
It's like when you're like on the job.
Okay, I have a question though.
And
What exactly happened that you coined that phrase?
ow my balls,
Ow, my nuts.
ow my nuts. Well, you don't want to know.
I do. I think the people do. You guys want to know, right? Tell him. Tell him.
Okay, all right. I was going naked into the basement.
As you do.
And as I stepped down on the first step,
You stepped
I
in.
stepped on my nuts.
Because you're old.
Because I'm old. They were just right there, just like this.
I'm older than he is. So.
Sagging, hanging in the way. Actually, it was running the mile in gym class, and they just kept clacking off my knees.
No, so you weren't wearing underwear.
Yeah.
So even in gym class when you were in high school, your nuts were really saggy.
Yeah.
Well, there you go, people. Now we know all about Chuck's nuts.
Chuck's Nuts. That's a new product.
I was
going to
say, like, yeah, you could buy those. They're real crunchy.
I was thinking they were on sale at Home Depot, but all right, cool. No, they're at the convenience store right next to Corn Nuts.
Right.
Chuck's Nuts. They're just right there.
Right.
Don't get confused with Truck Nuts.
Right. Oh, of course
that's a different thing altogether.
Way different. Way different.
That means that your truck is a transsexual.
You just turned a she into a he.
It didn't have nuts when it came out.
Oh
of the
no!
factory.
And all these fuckers out there are like, trans people. Well, guess what, bitch? We got you. That's a 1 for trans people, 0 for your bitch ass. we love everybody here, honestly.
Yeah.
Like, we don't care your sexual preference, whether you're non-binary or not. I don't care. It doesn't matter because we love you.
Yeah.
We love you so much, but if you guys love us, which according to the downloads and everything, it seems pretty good.
Like you do.
Yeah, so if maybe you would like to support the show, it's very cheap. You can go to weirdcandy at buzzsprout.com, and they have options, $3, $5, $8, or $10 a month. And that just helps us kind of pay to keep
the lights
all the posting. Not even the lights on. Hell, that just keeps us being able to post shit, you know?
Yeah.
But anyway, yeah, if you guys want, if
Show
you're
us some love.
into it, show us some love. Weirdcandy at buzzsprout.com.
And you know what I just thought of?
I don't.
And
How the fuck would I know what you just thought of?
Well, I thought we were communicating telepathically.
Oh, we were.
Yeah. Okay. So anyway,
For some reason, I had a big black dong in my mind.
anyway,
Is that what you were thinking of?
no. No, but another way for us to show them love is maybe if they can, sign up to make these donations.
Yeah, we
could mention them on the air.
Yeah,
man.
exactly. Yeah, we'll mention your name, and we'll tell you how much we appreciate you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The more you give, the more we'll appreciate you.
Oh, man. Chuck's going to start jerking off on camera. Dude, this shit's going to get weird. Anyway, show us some love. Weird candy at buzzsprout.com. All right. All
Jason,
right. Enough. No. Oh, he's going to say it anyway.
Jason gave $10 a month every month. And then I'm just
You get
pounding
10
it.
seconds. Wink.
Then we definitely are going to have to post the videos to Pornhub, dude.
Hey, we already thought about this. We have an OnlyFans idea. We'll let you know when that comes to fruition. But what do you say we take this fucking ridiculously childish weirdness onto another weird level?
Okay, let's do it.
Let's do it. St. Louis is known for a lot of things. Toasted ravioli, pork steaks, Emo's Pizza, being the number one murder by capita city in the country. You know, just your everyday normal things.
Yeah.
You know. Well, we usually have to search around for a good topic. This one's close to home. Long ago, before Anheuser-Busch was even a thing, there was the Lemp Brewery. It was the perfect place. It was riddled with caves underneath it, which, due to their constant temperature, were perfect for storing the barrels of booze.
Yeah, man, that's awesome. You know, it's like
Yeah.
putting it down there to like age it, keep it cold or whatever. Yeah.
And nowadays, there's actually a haunted attraction
Dude,
in
it's
October.
so fun.
Yeah.
That's one of my favorite ones.
Check it out, guys.
In the
It's-
area.
Yeah, if you're local at all, check it out. It's fucking worth it. Well, we're not going to go on and on about the brewery today. We are going to look deep into the family and into what exactly took place at the Lemp Mansion. So, first things first, let's check out the building itself. According to our favorite site, Wikipedia, we get this quote: "The house was built in I need to. The house was built in 19. Oh no, we don't want to do Irish. All right, we're just gonna do melancholy drama guy.
Okay.
All right,
Who's that?
the house was built in 1890, according to the St. Louis tax records. In 1911, the house underwent major renovations, including conversion of some space into offices for the Lemp Brewery, which then ceased all production when it was sold to the International Shoe Company at auction in 1922. Can you imagine going from a fucking brewery to a shoe company? That can't be good. They're like running all over your shit.
Right.
Fuckers.
Dude, all the shoes smell like hops and barley.
I'm not drunk, I swear.
You're fired, McGee. I'm not drunk on the job.
Smell my shoes. Yeah, I'm going to smell your feet, you son of a bitch. Get out of here. In 1911, the house underwent major renovations, including conversion. Oh, I already said that. The Lemps lived in the house until 1949, when Charles Lemp died by suicide in his bed. We're going to get more into the deaths as we go, but anyway, in 1950, the mansion became a boarding house. Throughout the next decade, it lost much of its ornate charm. The construction of Interstate 55 during the 1960s led to the destruction of much of the grounds and one of the carriage houses. Although many of the original details of the home have been replaced, there are still some remaining pieces that are lost to history. Decorative iron gates from the open-air elevator can be viewed from the basement restaurant. In the office where William Lemp Jr. died by suicide, there is still an Italian marble mantle. The ceiling in the parlor is hand-painted, and the mantles are intricately carved African mahogany. The main bathroom includes a glass-enclosed shower that Lemp brought back to St. Louis from an Italian hotel.
He just stole it.
Yeah, he was like, he like threw a blanket over. He's like, "This is my luggage."
It's like when you go to the hotel and you steal the shampoos and maybe a couple
This
towels.
motherfucker stole the shower. He's in
like
there with
just
a hammer,
walking it out, like-
fucking just chiseling this motherfucker out. You know,
He's laying in the hotel room going, "That's a nice shower. I'm taking that back to the mansion with me."
I can just see him with a chisel, just chink, 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 chink. That's so fucking fantastic, dude. The three vaults where the Lemps stored their art pieces are located in the rear of the home. Yeah, that's right. I said, the rear. The Lemp.
Where you store your art?
That's Railroad Joe.
Oh,
I store mine here in the studio.
yes.
Which, come on, look behind me. I got some cool shit. Chuck doesn't really have anything behind him because he didn't set his camera right.
Well,
I tried to help him, and he was like, good enough.
I'll set it right next time, guys.
Uh-huh. Mm-hmm. Yeah, he says that. And the next time we're going to come in here, and he's going to be like, oh, you could put my camera outside the window. Or something silly.
You know it. It's going to be super fun. It's going to be right outside the window.
The Lemp Mansion is currently a restaurant and inn owned by the Pointer family. Tours, both historical and haunted, are offered, and it is a venue for murder, mystery, dinner, theater, and Halloween parties.
I was just about to mention the murder, dinner, theater stuff.
Yeah, dude, we got to do that.
Yeah, I don't know how much it costs. I'm sure
don't
it's
care.
not cheap.
I'm sure we can afford it.
We went to one at this lodge that was like medieval themed, and I know it was not cheap.
All right, well, I feel like now is a good time to get into the good shit. All the deaths. What do you got, Chucky
I
boy?
love it when we're talking about deaths.
What do you got, Al, my nuts?
All right. Oh, shit. Hold up. I got to readjust here.
He sat on his nuts.
You know, it's probably...
See, I told you guys there's a reason.
It's probably because I haven't taken my pants off since we're doing video.
Oh, dude.
Yeah.
Well, you know what? I got my shoes off right now.
Well, again...
Because I don't know why. So I have severe OCD, and I take medications, and...
You forget where you go with that?
No. Could have swore I just saw this huge streak of light go like this.
Dude, it's ghosts. No wonder it's the haunted alley.
No, I'm just saying that was...
The studios at the
It caught me off
haunted
guard.
alley.
It caught me off guard. Like,
All
I'm
right.
sure it was like a car outside or
Hey,
something.
You weirdos who are listening to this on the audio only podcast, jump over to the YouTube and watch the video and see if what you see.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was very weird.
Yeah.
Well, I forgot where I was now.
Well, that's cool because
It threw me off.
maybe people who have been listening for a long time will go check out the YouTube and tell us what they think they saw in the video.
Yeah. I don't know.
Well, we have caught voices in the studio before, so
That's true. We played those for you
yeah.
guys. Yeah.
well, let's see. All right, cool. So we got this from culturetrip.com, okay?
All right.
And it goes, quote, all was not well in the family.
No shit.
Even though their business was thriving and they were treated like kings and queens everywhere they went in the city. Could you imagine?
Dude, I can. I actually can.
You just pimp
Well,
strolling
like
down
in my
the
head,
road 'cause you're a
when I
beer
go
baron.
to Walmart, I'm like, that's right, peasants, move out of my way. I don't know. Something about Walmart makes me feel fucking like, dude, I become a god.
Just like making it rain at the wall.
Oh God, no! Fuck no!
It's
Dude, them
Monopoly
motherfuckers would follow me out to the car and be like, "Can I bum a smoke?" No, you don't make it rain at Walmart. Get the fuck out of here.
If you use Monopoly money, they still won't know the difference.
That's true. They are Walmart people. Anyway,
We're just offending everybody. I guarantee
why not though? Yes.
a vast majority of people shop at Walmart when
You
they
know
need
what?
to.
Come get some. Oh, look at my fat ass. Yeah.
All right, so even though their business was thriving and they were treated like kings and queens everywhere in
wait,
the city.
I wanted to mention, by the way, any ladies out there that think we're awesome, let us know. Chuck needs the ego boost. He's been married for a very long time.
Hey, anybody can tell me I'm awesome at this point. I haven't heard anything.
Yeah, female,
positive
male,
in a
it doesn't
long time.
matter. Yeah, he's been married a long time. And myself, you know, like things are a little weird in my life right now, so I could use the ego boost as well. Yay, team!
I'm proud of you, Chris.
I'm proud of you, brother.
Thank you. I haven't heard that from anyone in a
Your
long
wiener is bigger than a sausage. I don't care what she says.
Don't say Vienna sausage, motherfucker.
I was going to say one of those little smokies.
That's even smaller than Vienna sausage, you fucker.
Hey, yours is bigger than that, though. That's what matters.
All right, back to this fucking story. So things weren't well for the family, and in 1901, William Lemp Sr. lost his son, Frederick, who had a heart problem, and 3 years later, he shot himself with a .38 caliber revolver in his bedroom in the Lemp mansion.
Okay. So there's that first murder that we kind of mentioned in the intro.
Yep.
Okay, cool.
So after
Well, not cool, but
after his father's death, William Jr. turned the mansion into the company's headquarters.
Okay.
Upon assuming the reins of the company, and all was well for a spell.
Right. But see, okay, I like that idea. He's like, okay, why do we have, off-site and stuff like that?
Right.
The brewery is located right next to us. Let's put our offices here.
Right here.
You got the brewery working, and then here's our office space.
Yep.
I like it. I think that's a really smart move, business-wise.
But then shit went downhill fast. You know why?
Prohibition. I knew it.
Yep.
Just from the time period.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's when Prohibition hit.
God
and that just
damn.
spelled the doom for the Lemp company and the
I'm
family
sure.
in general.
Well, yeah, you lose the company and you're used to spending all this money in this lifestyle and you lose the company. Well, that cuts the funding and now
Well, they had all the
sudden,
equipment. They could have turned into a different company. They could have went to making fucking,
Well,
I don't know.
Well, as we learned, they eventually sold it to a shoe company.
Right, but they could have turned into like a distilled water company or something.
That wasn't even a thing back then. There was no such thing as distilled water in the early 1900s.
It was just distilled liquor.
Right. Well, you know what I'm saying.
Right.
Like, there wasn't. Nobody cared. Like, water was water. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, they would still drink out of streams and rivers and not even think twice about it. The fact that these factories were dumping all their waste into it.
Yeah,
It wasn't
yeah.
even a thought yet. You
Yeah,
know?
well, they could have jumped on it before it became a thing and made it popular.
Had
But
they known
anyway.
it, they had to have, they would have had to have known it was a thing to jump onto it. Anyway, moving on.
All right, so on March 20th, 1920, Elsa Lemp Wright, a daughter of William Lemp Sr., shot herself in the home on Tony Horton's place.
Wow.
I did not know that was
So this is the Lamp family for you. William Jr., he's reported to have said when he arrived at the scene, that that's where she died. That's where she killed herself. And so I'm guessing it's like a room or an office. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
It's like Tony Hortons had an office, and that's where she killed herself.
okay.
And he did come out, William Jr., he did come out and say that, like, that's where and what he saw when he arrived on the scene.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Chuck lost his place again.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm sure you guys are used to that by now. Come on.
Okay. Fuck you guys.
Wow. You beg them for money, then you say fuck them.
Isn't that what you usually do to gain extra money?
Yeah, you got to do it the opposite. You got to fuck them first, then ask for money.
Okay.
You got this all backwards,
I
John.
know. I'm
Cheese and crackers.
So let me see. In 1922, William Jr. announced he would sell the property, and on December 29th of that year, he dismissed his secretary from his office and shot himself in the fucking heart, dude.
Dude, that's crazy. That's nuts.
Yeah.
Oh, ow, my nuts.
So
I keep my nuts in my heart.
I'm sure that's the only place.
Dude, that's
for-
crazy
yeah.
though, man. That is wild. Like he I don't if I'm not mistaken, he's not the only one to have shot himself in the heart throughout this episode.
Lots of people just killing themselves
We'll
off,
we'll
dude.
see as it goes, but I'm pretty sure somebody else shoots himself in the heart. It's
Dude,
weird.
I know that
Like, of all places, of all ways, of all methods to kill yourself, like me.
That's just a normal Saturday night for you.
Huh? I
I'm
can't
talking
hear you
about-
over the crickets.
Talking about autoerotic asphyxiation.
Oh, okay. All right. I guess it's time we're just going to tell you guys finally. I am Gus. And I am Lizard Man. And I am Rory McBumblebutt. And a lot of people. I have a lot of shit in this fucking
Okay.
melon. And it all comes out here.
All right, if we're spilling the beans, okay, yeah, I'm Railroad Joe and the
Right.
drunk priest and
How
whatever.
you doing, Railroad Joe?
We're saying just come on down, I think I'm doing.
Hi, I think you're full of shite. I don't even think you're drunk. I think you're just huffing paint.
Oh, I don't even have that bang stuff.
Dude,
Look, here's what we're going to do. All right, mate? Everything's upside down because I'm used to being down under. But what we're going to do is we're going to sneak up behind you, and I'm going to put my thumb in your butthole, and you're going to sober up real quickly, like, all right?
You know what I just thought? If you're used to being down under, how do you know you're not going to sneak up in front of me and shove your thumb in my mouth?
That's after I shove it in your butthole.
I don't think you know the difference.
Oh, I think you're going to taste the difference, mate.
All right.
Anyway.
All right, guys.
Ba-da-ba! Yes, that's where the voices come from, folks.
All right, back to this fucking shit. Of course, he wants to throw me out here and like do this so I fucking lose my place on purpose.
Here we go. Chuck lost his place again.
No, he shot himself in the heart, and the family did not sell the properly.
Properly. They did not sell it properly.
No, they did not.
Yeah,
sell
you
the
were making
property.
fun of me. I've had a rough couple fucking days. What about you?
And instead, they restored it as a residence, even as their reign as a beer empire ended due to prohibition.
Right.
Now, the tragedies in the house did not end at this point.
Unfortunately.
Okay. And in 1949, Charles Lemp, who was William Jr.'s brother, shot himself in the same room as his brother had. And I guess, let me see.
He wrote this like cryptic suicide note.
Yeah, in case I am found dead, blame it on no one but me.
That sounds like a hit. That sounds like a hit.
Right?
Like, you're going to, here, write it out. If I'm found dead, I did it myself. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, it sounds like somebody forced him to write that, or somebody wrote it for him.
Yeah, because you would think that if you're writing it yourself, you're going to kind of lament on
Like,
things a little
why?
bit.
Yeah, you're
Here's
going to be
what-
like, I just can't handle the changes.
living like this anymore.
Right,
Yeah.
whatever.
Yeah.
But he's like, if I'm found dead, definitely my fault. Don't bother looking for anybody else, police. It was just me.
It was that roller skate I left in the hall, and I tripped on it, and I shot myself with my gun.
I tripped on the roller skate, fell down the stairs, then I broke my neck, and while my neck was broke, I thought, wow, this sucks, so I shot myself in the heart.
But I had time to write this letter first.
But I wanted to write this letter so you guys knew that it was all me.
After Charles's death, the mansion was sold and turned into a boarding house, and it was not well maintained. But this wasn't the only reason it was difficult to keep tenants, okay? The building
sure.
also had a reputation for being haunted
Of
already
course.
at this point.
Yes, and we're talking the 1940s,
Right.
1950s.
So
you know?
it had phantom footsteps and knocks being heard, and all that shit were pretty commonplace by that time.
Right.
Yep, but St. Louis and Dick Pointer, that is a
Oh my
great name.
God, what kind of fucking name? Okay. It's like this.
Don't do that. Now we're gonna have to be on Pornhub. Dick Pointer, what a fucking name!
I know, right?
It's awesome. Okay. So
I want that dude solving all my cases.
Dick Pointer.
Dick Pointer, I need to find the vagina. I got you.
It's like dowsing rods.
What are you saying? He's got two?
It's like one dowsing rod.
It finds moist vagina.
I don't know. It has a mind of its own.
It finds moist holes. Yeah, we're not going to limit to vagina.
All right, so Dick Pointer saw this slight issue of the building being haunted as an opportunity, and in 1975, he purchased the building to turn it into a restaurant and inn.
Which it actually still is to this day.
Yeah. You can still go there and stay the night and have dinner there and everything, yeah. It was difficult to keep staff sometimes because they would report seeing apparitions and hearing odd sounds and would sometimes feel as though they were being watched.
So naturally, like, at first, I'm sure, like, they're all like, oh, this is cool. But after a while, they're like, you know what? Fuck this.
Yeah, could you imagine you're trying to make some fucking scallops and you just, like, get the creepy feeling you're being watched and you hear this,
You
like...
do realize I have a lot of mental issues, right? So, yes, this is very common for me.
He's like, I always feel like I'm being watched while I'm making scallops.
Dude, when I'm making anything. It's like, I honestly, like, it's like, I can't, okay, so it's like Truman Show syndrome.
Okay.
Like, I'm always on camera. Somebody's always watching. And it's like, then my mind gets to going, and I'm like, there's no such thing as the present, because the present is right now. Oh, now it's past, and that's the past, and that's the past, and that's the past.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, dude. So those who work in the restaurant have heard the piano playing by itself and doors locking and unlocking themselves.
Hold on. You said the piano playing by itself.
Oh, yeah.
Right?
Creepy piano playing just off in the distance.
Was it like this?
Probably, yeah.
All right, go ahead and finish, buddy.
They also heard the doors opening and locking and unlocking and closing themselves. The mansion is a magnet for ghost hunters and curious tourists and locals alike. So next time you're in St. Louis, book a tour and see for yourself if you dare. All right, get it together, Gus. But don't worry, we got more spooky shit coming your way.
Gotcha. So some interesting shit that I found on legendsofamerica.com is shit like this nugget of gold. Quote, from the mansion, a tunnel was built from the basement through the caves to the brewery. When mechanical refrigeration became available, parts of the cave were converted for other purposes, including a natural auditorium and a theater. This underground oasis would later spawn a large concrete swimming pool. Ooh, that's so spooky.
Sure.
With hot water piped in from the brewery boiling house and a bowling alley that was also pretty steamy with the balls and stuff.
You get your steamy balls and pins at the bowling alley.
At one time, the theater was accessible by way of a spiral staircase from Cherokee Street. Now, I've actually gone over to Cherokee Street and looked for this, but it's no longer there.
Yeah, I mean, it's been a long time since I've been to Cherokee Street, but I bet even in the 90s it was already
That's exactly when I
overbuilt.
went in the 90s.
Yeah.
I went with some friends, and we went over, and you cannot find it.
Right.
It's not there.
Yeah, there used to be, and I don't know what Cherokee Street is like right now, but there used to be like
a little
pipe
rough.
shops.
A little rough.
And
It's a little rough, but you do have a Cecil Whitaker's.
there is that.
Or
Or there was that anyway.
No, it's still there.
Oh, wow. Okay,
Yeah.
cool.
For anybody who doesn't know, Cecil Whitaker's is St. Louis custard shop. Or no. Is it? Yes.
Ted Drew's is the custard place. Cecil Whitaker's is the pizza.
Pizza.
Yeah.
Son of a
You got the two mixed up, buddy. It's all right.
I think there's a Ted Drew. Anyway, moving on.
You just got the two mixed up. That's all.
So, in the midst of the success, the Lemp family experienced the first of many tragedies when Frederick Lemp, William Sr.'s favorite son, and Hera Parrott died in 1901 at the age of 28. Frederick, who had never been in extremely good health, died of heart failure. The devastated William Lemp was never the same, beginning a slow withdrawal. He was rarely seen in public after his son's death. On January 1st, 1904, William's closest friend, Frederick Pabst, also died of the Pabst beer stuff.
The Pabst beer stuff. Just... You have these early 1900s beer moguls just offing themselves.
They were buddies.
And dying. And
right. Leaving William indifferent to the details of running the brewery. Though he still arrived at the office each day, he was nervous and unsettled, like something was maybe haunting him. His physical and mental health began to decline, and on February 13th, 1904, he shot himself in the head with a .38 caliber Smith & Wesson. In November 1904, William Lemp Jr. took over as the new president of the William J. Lemp Brewing Company. It's funny because he named it after himself. Instead of leaving it just Lemp, he was like, no, I'm William Lemp Jr. Inheriting the family business and a vast fortune, he and his wife Lillian began to spend the inheritance, filling the house with servants. The pair spent huge amounts on carriages, clothing, and art. Lillian was a beautiful woman who came from a wealthy family herself. She and William Lemp Jr. had married in 1899, and William J. Lemp III was born on September 26, 1900. Before long, Lillian became known as the Lavender Lady because of her fondness for the color. In addition to her lavender attire and accessories, she went so far as to have her carriage horses harnessed dyed lavender. In the beginning, Will enjoyed showing off his trophy wife, but Will was a player. Okay, maybe I added that last part, but it was pretty fucking fitting, wasn't it?
So, yeah, he's just strutting around being a pimp.
You want to finish what they said? Dude, this shit gets crazy.
Fuck you.
I'm 12. What do you want?
Born with a silver spoon in his mouth. You know what that means, right?
I don't even want to know. I really don't.
It just means he was rich and well off, and he had all the finer things in life.
All right.
Okay. He was used to doing and acting as he pleased. When William began to tire of his beautiful wife, he demanded that she must spend her time shopping.
Whoa, no. What a terrible punishment.
Bitch, get out of here. Go shopping. I need
every day.
I need
no,
some time
keep
alone.
going though. Keep going. This is so weird.
Right. He allotted her $1,000 a day. He gave her an ultimatum that if she didn't spend it, she would get no more.
See, that's fucking... I told you, it gets weirder. That's insane. Bitch, you better spend this $1,000 every day or you get no more money. Motherfucker, I can spend $1,000 a day easy.
And in the meantime, Will was back at the house just jerking off to... That's not what it says. Hold on.
Wait, do you have the wrong page pulled up again?
I do. Yeah. I had the Lemp porno site pulled up.
Dude, that just sounds terrible. I would never watch Lemp porn. Oh, let me hold it up. All right.
Yeah. Actually, he was busy running the brewery during the day and pursuing all manner of decadent activities during the night.
Oh, I'm sure. I'm sure he had fucking women out the wazoo. The wazoo is another name for the whorehouse.
As opposed to having them in the wazoo.
Well, I mean, it depends on your preference.
So he would be holding...
Hey, I've heard it both ways, Chuck.
Yeah.
I've heard it both ways.
He would hold lavish parties in the caves below the mansion, and he would bring in numerous prostitutes for entertainment of his friends.
The wazoo was a fucking metaphor for the whorehouse. I told you that.
I think wazoo is the caves now. We're going down.
No, he brought him
wazoo.
out of the wazoo to the caves. I told you.
So he would have these prostitutes.
Horse?
That's what it said.
Whores.
Prostitutes.
Chuck just called all women whores. You guys believe that?
So
send all hate mail to the real Chuck D. Dog.
I'm going to give him your real email address, dude. Fuck
Go
you.
ahead. Go ahead. I don't read half my emails, so go ahead. It's not going to change anything.
So he also had these people, they were enjoying the swimming pool, the bowling alley, and all the free-flowing beer. And his friends who attended these lavish events were known to enjoy a high time in the earth below.
Chuck called all women whores.
Hey, shut the fuck up and let's move on, dude.
It's just so funny because it bothers him so much.
I just want to get on with the goddamn story.
No, he doesn't. He wants to forget about that happening. Love you, buddy.
I didn't even do that shit.
Right. That's like you're standing in front of the judge. I didn't even do it. Wow, you got some weird itches. You might. Were you eating raccoon pussy again? Always makes my mouth itch.
Shut up and let me talk, motherfucker. All right. Will Shenanigans.
Whores!
Will Shenanigans caught up with him when he sired a son with a woman other than his wife.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, today there is no official documentation that this boy existed. However, the rumors that this boy was hidden in the mansion's attic for his entire life have been prevalent over the years.
Could you imagine?
Yeah, dude.
Be like, you're a whore. You're locked in the attic.
Not the whore, the baby, the child, the boy.
Oh, my bad.
I can only imagine that maybe he was deformed.
Chuck just said whore again.
I did.
I'm sorry, buddy. I'll let it go now. I'm going to let it go now.
I'm calling him a whore for the next week. I'm going to call him up. What's up, whore?
Oh, hey, by the way, I got you a quarter.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
A couple more of these. I can
Ride
move
the
out.
bus.
I can ride the bus. I got a bus pass for that.
All right. Keep going because this shit's interesting.
Yeah,
as
you
fuck.
keep fucking me up,
I'm
man.
sorry, dude. That was fucking hilarious.
All right, so
How could I not take advantage of making it look like you literally did something horrible
they
that
already
you did
know
not
I didn't.
do?
They already know I didn't.
No, now they do because I said you didn't. But at first they were like, wait a minute, did he?
No, they didn't.
I
They
guarantee
knew
you.
I didn't.
You guys fucking fact check this motherfucker, all right?
Now, according to St. Louis historian Joe Gibbons, when he interviewed,
That's not near as good a name as Dick Pointer.
no, it's not.
Oh, we should just call all of these names. They
Dick
should all
Pointer.
just be Dick Pointer from this point.
So he interviewed a former nanny and a chauffeur who worked at the mansion long ago, and both of them verified that the boy did exist and was housed in the attic quarters that also housed the servants' rooms.
Ah.
Now, spawned from Will's philandering with either one of the many prostitutes or a mansion servant, the boy was born with Down syndrome.
That sucks.
So maybe that's why they felt they had to hide him
yeah,
away.
Yeah, because of esteem and reputation
the
and all that
stigma
shit.
of it at
Instead
that
of just
time.
loving the boy, yeah. But at that time, many families would take a mentally challenged child and they would just put him in one of those asylums. Yeah.
Insane asylums, yeah.
Yeah, insanity, man.
Yeah,
it's
dude.
just crazy to think that. And that wasn't, I mean, think about it. That was what, 80 years ago?
Right.
That's not that long, man. In the grand scheme of humans, dude. That's
Your wife
crazy.
doesn't want to cook, and she nagged you and won't give you.
She
blowjob.
never gets an orgasm.
Asylum.
Never gets an orgasm. Asylum where they make her orgasm.
We
She
gotta
wins, you
orgasm her.
lose. They did. That was a treatment. I don't know if we talked about it. I think we talked about it.
Yeah, we got to orgasm her. We're just gonna have to take her out and.
Well, this thing here, it jiggles a little bit on the little mouse inside the trap. You know what I'm saying? That's right. We gonna drive you crazy. Well, no, we gonna drive you sane. My bad.
So, as a total embarrassment to the family, the boy was hidden away from the world in order to cloak the Lemp's quote shame.
Right.
Known today as the monkey-faced boy.
Oh, that's fucking awful.
Yeah, this unfortunate soul continues to show his presence at the Lemp Mansion. Could you imagine you're still getting shit on like that? Right. You're this ghost of this poor boy with Down syndrome, and you're walking around the mansion, and people are like,
monkey face! Right,
Dude.
dude. And see, this is why we check so many different sources, you know? I mean, this shit's fucking loopy, and that's what I call my crazy is loopy.
Yeah.
But I mean, this shit is insane, man. Let's check out some more. All right. Virtually ignoring William's decadent activities, Lillian almost lost custody of William Lemp III because of a photograph that was presented at the trial that showed her smoking a cigarette.
Only the people watching the YouTube saw that. It showed her boobs, yeah.
No, it was literally just her smoking a cigarette.
Just her smoking a cigarette.
Yep. And so William Lemp took her to court.
Yeah, and she lost custody
yeah.
for smoking a cigarette.
In the end, she ended up retaining custody, though. But soon she retired from the public eye. As soon as she got that custody, she was done.
Well, I mean, it was such an awful thing for a woman to smoke a cigarette.
I
She
know.
had to go into hiding. I mean,
I know. Fucking ridiculous, dude. I don't understand it, you know? The only time that she was ever seen wearing anything other than lavender was on the final day of her divorce proceedings when she appeared entirely in black before the judge. Now that's
because
fucking wild.
now she's goth.
Well, I think she was just like, this is grim. This is how fucking grim and ridiculous this court hearing is. You know, I feel like it was kind of a fucking dick in the face of the judge, you know?
Yeah, a dick pointing
Her
right.
dick, anyway.
She was pointing a dick.
But could you imagine only wearing lavender? Get the fuck
No.
out of here. Like, what the fuck, dude? No fucking way. There's no way that anybody has only worn lavender.
I pretty much only wear black and gray.
Okay, fuck you. I hate you. Anyway, in 1943, yet another tragedy occurred when William Lemp III died of a heart attack at the age of 42. Brother Charles eventually remodeled the mansion back into a residence and lived in the house along with 2 servants and the illegitimate child of his brother William. Charles, too, became an odd figure as he grew older. Developing a morbid fear of germs, his obsessive-compulsive behavior included wearing gloves at all times to avoid bacteria and constantly washing his hands. So he was ahead of his time. He was actually staying clean. Back then, even surgeons didn't wash their fucking hands. They were too stupid to realize they could. I'm carrying germs.
Yeah, but this guy...
The first doctor that started washing his hands was ridiculed. And eventually everybody's like, oh, wait, sorry, yeah, that's actually
That's
pretty
a pretty good idea.
That's a pretty good idea, yeah.
You got something going right there.
Right.
That's the right thing to do. Last time I gave a surgery, she ended up with all kinds of things.
Dude, actually, there was one surgery in history that had a 300 times mortality rate. Dude was doing a surgery. The patient woke up, died. His assistant fainted, had a heart attack, and died. And then he died from a heart attack as well. It's fucking crazy.
Nice.
3 people died in one surgery. It's insanity. Anyway.
Slumping over, hand
Right.
inside of somebody else.
Right.
Now what if they woke up again? I'm not dead. Oh, fuck. You're dead. And your hand's inside of me.
Right. Now, it was during this time that William's illegitimate child, now in his 30s, died at the mansion. He was buried on the Lemp cemetery plot with only a small flat marker with the word Lemp. Shortly after the monkey-faced boy's death, Charles became the 4th member of the Lemp family to commit suicide. First, he shot his beloved Doberman Pinscher in the basement of the mansion. That's fucked up. How do you shoot? Why?
Just let the dog go.
Right. Why do you shoot your fucking dog, you bitch? Anyway, then climbing the staircase to his room on the 2nd floor, he shot himself. Yeah, Charles was discovered on May 10th, 1949 by one of his staff still holding a .38 caliber Army Colt revolver in his right hand. Though the dog was shot in the basement, he was found halfway up the stairs. So that fucking dog tried his best to live and get to help.
Yeah.
God, it makes me so fucking furious, dude. I love pets. Cats and dogs. And don't fucking try to tell me reptiles are pets. Reptiles will never love you. They will attack your ass. Fuck that. Same with spiders. Get the fuck out of here, you morons.
Now, probably a lot of our fans have reptiles
I don't
and spiders
care.
as pets. You're calling people morons.
This is my opinion.
Hey, your opinion shouldn't be that other people are morons.
Well, at least I didn't call all women whores.
You just called half of everybody a moron.
Okay, no, not half. Anyway, personally, I think that reptile owners do not understand that reptiles cannot feel any kind of compassion or companionship.
We're reptile owners, and I don't think we care that they could show us compassion or
Oh,
not.
but
They're
you'll
just
hold a
cool.
snake and let it wrap around your neck.
They're cool. So
No.
yes, they are.
No.
They're cool as shit.
They're hot and humid.
We also have we also have a spider.
Yeah, a tiny little jumping spider. Oh, let's let that fucker out of his cage and cuddle. How's that sound? Oh, gee. Hey, let's cuddle with this boa constrictor that literally has instinct to fucking choke me out and eat me.
Just because it can't show you affection doesn't mean it's not a cool
Yes.
animal to be.
No, it's a cool animal in nature. I'm talking pets are like even rabbits and gerbils, they tend to be able to show, companionship.
Don't give me
Cats, dogs, shit like that.
Don't give me that shit about like gerbils and hamsters and shit. Those things are nasty.
I don't care if they're nasty. I'm saying, like, if taken care of and shown compassion, they literally can show companionship.
That's not why I would have. Anyway, let's move on.
Yeah, we know. Yours are shitty. Anyway. I mean, like, so it appears this place is fucking cursed or something.
Yeah,
you know?
dude. Yeah.
And I will let you weirdos know that my brother's band, it's called Nowhere But Down, they practice at the Lemp Mansion. And so we got some inside access, bitches.
Yeah, so maybe they'll end up with a curse.
Or we can go over there and we're going to watch your practice and we can just roam around for a while.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Let's do it.
Yeah.
All right, cool. All right, what do you say we get into the supposed hauntings?
Yeah.
You want to do that?
Yeah, let's
All right.
do it. All right.
So, as we mentioned, the Lemp is now a restaurant and inn. According to Legends of America.com, so it's legendsofamerica.com, quote, since the restaurant opened, staff members have reported several. Oh, you know what? I think this is a time for an old homeless guy to come in.
The only old homeless guy I know is Railroad Joe.
Oh, there's another one. His name's Homeless Harry.
Okay.
You ready?
I never met Homeless Harry. Nice to meet you, Homeless Harry.
Well, nice to meet you too, Chuck. It's real good to be here. I appreciate you guys letting me at least do something. And Chris said you're going to buy me a pint for it. You know, I was like, oh, okay. Since the restaurant opened, staff members have reported several strange experiences. Again, apparitions appear and then quickly vanish. Voices and sounds come from nowhere, and glasses will often lift off the bar, flying through the air by themselves. On the other occasions, doors are said to lock and unlock by themselves. Lights inexplicably turn on and off of their own free will, and the piano bar often plays when no one is near. See, me personally, that's usually when I've done lick that toad. You know what I'm saying? Chuck, I know. Hey, I know what you're saying, too. Well, I know Chuck's a little more into it than you are, Chris.
That's fair. That's fair. All right. Where were you? You want to continue or?
Well, yeah, I guess I'll continue. Said to be haunted by several members of the Lemp family, there are 3 areas of the old mansion that have the most activity. The stairway, the attic, and what the staff refers to as the gates of hell. Well, that just sounds naughty. That goes down to the basement, okay? The gates of hell is down there. It's underground, if you know what I'm saying, because that's where hell is. It'd be real weird if it was like this big stairway up into the sky. They go, oh, that's the gates of hell. And I wouldn't know what to think.
I understand you, Homeless Harry. I do. Chuck, do you understand?
No.
Well, let me explain it a little further, Chuck. So if you go up, you're supposed to go to heaven. But if you go up and you hit the gates of hell, that means you're a real bad sucker.
Real bear sucker.
Hey, whoa, you leave Homeless Harry.
Yeah, why you attacking me,
You're a
Chuck?
real bad sucker.
Well, you sound like my ex-wife. You shut up over there.
You get back over here, Homeless Harry.
It is this area in the basement that used to be the entrance to the caves running below the mansion and the brewery. The attic is said to be haunted by William Jr.'s illegitimate son, referred to only as Monkey Face Boy. Boy, that would upset me. I mean, I'm homeless and people call me different things, but never Monkey Face Boy. That would upset me. I wouldn't like that one little bit, Chuck, Chris.
I understand, Homeless Harry. I wouldn't like it either. What about you, Chuck?
I get you. Being called monkey face would suck, especially if it was because of something out of your control, like like Down syndrome.
Well,
or
Chris was
something like
telling
that.
me you like to be called that in the bedroom.
All right. Well, anyway, moving on, Homeless Harry.
This poor soul, born with Down syndrome, spent his entire life locked in the attic of the Lemp mansion. Strange occurrences are often witnessed on this 3rd floor level of the mansion. The face of the boy has regularly been seen from the street, peeking from the small windows of the mansion. Well, I just said mansion about 900 fucking times.
I noticed.
Ghost investigators have often left toys in the middle of his room, drawing a circle around them to see if the objects have been moved. Consistently, when they return the next day, the toys are found in another location. And holy fuck, at least I didn't have to say mansion again.
I hear you, Homeless Harry. That shit would have annoyed the fuck out of me. God, who writes this shit? Oh, wait, yeah. That's me. Sorry, guys. Ooh, sorry, Homeless Harry.
Well, I thank you for the opportunity, and I will be waiting on my pint.
All right, as soon as we're done here, buddy, okay?
All right, see you guys later.
Well, hey guys, I
Oh,
came in
shit.
with homeless Harry.
Oh
told me
my
to
God, you
come
guys are
in here
friends?
with you guys.
Are you guys really friends?
Yeah, he
You
told
son
me,
of a
He
bitch.
said he's gonna come on down to the studio with me. I know what he's got. I told him I know him too. I know him. So I was
Just do me a favor. While you're here, at least
Yeah.
this time, don't pull anything out of your man purse.
Can I take my shoes off?
No.
Oh,
Because, like, dude, it's hard enough to get the smell of you out of the studio, much less anything from your man purse or your fucking feet.
all right. I'll keep my shoes on. I promise I'll do it.
Are you taking your pants off right now?
Oh, no, sir. No.
You better not be, huh?
No. Well, I noticed that Chuck likes to take. But why is Chuck wearing pants?
Well, because we started doing video now.
Oh, well then. That's
You
some
see
shit.
that camera over there?
Oh shit, that's a camera.
Yeah, you're under surveillance now,
Oh,
Railroad
okay.
Joe.
Yeah. Well, can I read some? too?
Yes, sir. You sure can. You know
Okay.
where we're at?
Yeah.
Did Chuck show you where we're at?
Yeah, I just.
Hey, Chuck, did you show him where we're at?
No, I didn't show him where
Show him where we're at so he can read it.
I think he knows.
Okay, let me see. I was just excited for.
Nope, that's not where we're at, Railroad Joe. Right here, Railroad Joe.
Oh, let's see. In the downstairs women's bathroom, which was once William Jr.'s personal domain, and he held the first freestanding shower in St. Louis.
That he stole from Italy.
Well, that's the first freestanding shower. Yeah, it was standing all free.
Does that get your nuts hard?
No, it's
Thinking about taking a shower?
I haven't had a freestanding shower in so long.
Wait, you haven't had a prostitute pee on you? That's what you used to say you called it.
Oh, yeah, I haven't had one in a long time.
Oh, you need to earn some money, Railroad Joe. We got you, buddy. We're going to hook you
All right.
up.
Yeah, okay.
Just like we're going to hook homeless area up, we're going to hook you up with a pint. I'll bet you can get one of them homeless gals to pee on you for that.
I bet. Yeah, dude. Yeah. All right. So after this, we'll drop them off at the railroad tracks with
With homeless area.
Yeah. Cool. We'll take you guys where you need to be.
Well, thank you very much.
Very much.
Yeah. All right. Now, many women have reported a man peeking over the stall in that shower. Just
Is that
peeking
you,
over.
Railroad Joe?
You know, I've never been able to go inside of the mansion, though, for real. You know, I never.
Oh, yeah. Well, they smell you coming.
I never was
got it.
allowed in.
I get it. They smell you coming. I get
All
it.
right, now on one such occasion, a woman emerged from the bathroom and she was returning to the bar and stated to the two men that she was there with, "I hope you got an eyeful." However, the two men quickly denied ever having left the bar, for which the bartender verified.
Oh, shit. So they got proof.
Yeah, they was like me. You don't ever leave the bar once you go in, even if you gotta piss.
What if you run out of money?
Well, you just sit there and hope that somebody else you will order a drink and then you can just grab it.
Well, if you didn't sound like rusty metal looks, I'm sure people would buy you more drinks.
That is a good point.
Well, you know, my voice didn't always sound like this, you know.
Drugs, right?
No, it's the blues, you know, the blues.
No, I play the blues. I play the blues, homie.
Singing the blues, you know. It
You
gets
have a
to
guitar
after
shoved
a
in your
while.
ass right now, don't you?
No, Chuck bought me a beautiful guitar case when I stayed
So
with
you have a
him for-
guitar and a case shoved up your ass, don't you?
Let me tell this goddamn story, Chris. All right.
I got you, homie.
Now, the bartender verified this shit, and this ghost is said to be that of the womanizing William Jr. in William Lemp Sr.'s room. Guests have seen often reported hearing someone running up the stairs.
So they've seen hearing. I'm still laughing about earlier, but they've seen hearing someone.
I don't think Railroad Joe knows the difference between the senses. He just
What the fuck is happening today?
he just once one time he told me how he touched remember he was at my house and he had too much tea. Dude touched a song and the walls
right.
were like, yeah,
I do remember that.
I don't think he knows
that was
the
my
difference.
sabbatical.
Yeah, I don't think he knows the difference between the senses. But all right, back at it, Railroad Joe. Come on.
All right, let's see what it said. Kicking in at. All right, let me see. Did the guests they reported hearing someone run up the stairs?
They
and
heard someone.
kicking at the door. And when William killed himself, William Jr. was known to have run up the stairs to his father's room, and finding that it was locked, he began to kick the door in to get to his father. Several years ago, a part-time tour guide reported hearing the sounds of the horse outside.
Horses.
And horses outside of the room where William Lemp Sr. had kept his office. So they always be hearing horrors in the room there with William Lemp, horse ghosts. However, when the tour guide looked through the window, there's nothing there in this area. In this area, note of the mansion, and now it's used as a parking lot, was once utilized as
That's it. You got it.
I'm getting it. You know, I haven't really actually had to read since 1972.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, and so it's utilized as a tethering lot for horses.
That sounds super fucking spooky, right?
It sounds super spooky, and let's see, some first accounts have to say, well, I guess I did that wrong. I'm just...
Yeah, you need to go on. Hey, I'm sorry, I can't take the smell anymore. You're gonna have to go, Railroad Joe.
All right, let's send both the homeless guys out. Just wait out back for us,
Thank
guys.
you very much, guys.
All
I
right, fellas, I'm
appreciate it.
leaving. I'm just gonna get one.
Go on. Perfect. All right, dude, that smell is never gonna leave.
Dude, and we just got set up in the new space too.
I know. Everything's
dude.
looking good, you know.
All right.
Look at the heads behind Chuck.
Yeah. Next week, can you see him?
Yeah.
Yeah. Next week, you guys will notice we're gonna have like a bunch of fucking the car air fresheners hung up everywhere.
It's gonna be like a scene out of 7. So from Exemplar.com, writer Laura Sutton had this to say. Okay, I admit it. I believe in ghosts. I enjoy shows like Ghost Adventures, Ghost Hunters, and The Dead Files. You know what? Okay, I admit it. I believe in ghosts. I enjoy shows like Ghost Adventures and Ghost Hunters and The Dead Files, but stay with me, okay? I don't just get excited over orbs. I'm interested in what I think is harder evidence, like EVPs, electronic voice phenomena. A fancy phrase for paranormal voices. I try to be critical and find reasonable explanations before I agree there is a ghostly presence. Okay?
Oh my God, I believe in ghosts too.
Whoa!
Did we just become BFFs?
Yes!
Yay!
Yeah, we just touched wieners. I mean, hands. All right, anyway. We arrive at the mansion. In tow was my boyfriend, now husband, mother, father, grandma, grandpa, and aunt. The mansion was a creepy, imposing structure, typical architecture of the 1860s. Walking around, it was dark and dramatic. The second floor has bright red walls, which would give anyone the shivers. My boyfriend, Kelly, and I put our bags in the Elsa suite on the third floor. The room name is a bit misleading. The whole third floor used to be servant quarters and seems to be the only place quite redone.
As opposed to slightly redone.
Well, this took place around 2013, so... As we continued to walk around our surroundings, I was starting to get used to the building. It's tastefully decorated and quite beautiful. I marveled at the lightly covered lavender lady suite. Even our bedroom was cool with a brick fireplace. That's pretty cool. Yeah. All right. I thought. I don't hear any ghosties.
Ghosties.
I should be good. Kelly and I walked through the old neighborhood while my other family ate at the mansion. I'm a vegetarian, so a $20 chicken dinner was not conducive to me. We returned. As we settled in, we all migrated to my grandparents' room on the third floor and sat in a circle on the floor to talk. Mom and I put a tape recorder in their bathroom as well as theirs. I don't know what that means. Yeah. Hey, she wrote it. I didn't.
Yeah.
Mom and Dad had an adjoining room with Grandma and Grandpa, so they put a recorder in each bathroom.
Okay. Following now.
We listened to it and heard some interesting sounds. After I heard those sounds, I began getting a little freaked out. I had to use the bathroom, but was obviously not going to go in the bathroom where we recorded the sounds. I begged Kelly to come with me to our bedroom. Yes, I'm a scaredy cat. When we returned, everybody was asking us if we heard a voice. We replied, no. They all said it was shortly after we left the circle. Why don't you take a listen? The first part is the voice, which you can hear around, and it gives a time slot on this.
Yeah.
And I listened to it, and you hear a third voice say, where are you going? You hear the grandma, hey, where are you going? And the aunt go, what'd you say? Where are you going? And then all of a sudden you hear, where are you going? And it's
All right,
weird,
yeah.
A few seconds after that, you can hear like grandma say again, like you hear this all in procession,
Yeah.
So my family continues to talk about it, stunned by what they heard. Grandma said if it was downstairs, they probably wouldn't have heard it from the third floor. So they're starting to think, okay, if it was somebody else on a different floor, because they've got these rooms all kind of right in a row on that third floor. And so they're thinking, okay, maybe it was somebody on the second, first floor, whatever, somebody else in the hallway saying, where you going, whatever. But they're like, man, we wouldn't have heard that. So that's kind of crazy, honestly, or at least to me anyway, So Grandpa thinks it came from the bathroom. By the way, I should mention that Grandpa is very hard of hearing. We literally have to yell to speak to him and have had to do so for years. Even with the hearing aid, for him to have heard something as interesting, it's just crazy, They put a note in here. During this time, you can hear the street noise a bit with cars passing. It's not a very busy street, but the highway is nearby. Yeah.
The interstate highway
It's
runs
literally
behind
right
it.
there.
But the street it sits on is kind of
It's
a quiet
pretty
neighborhood.
yeah, because it's all one ways
Yeah.
and just residential, nowadays.
It's one of those old school,
Now, if you cross the
urban
highway and go
neighborhoods.
up a little bit, you find Anheuser-Busch, which is a lot more busy.
Yeah.
But anyway, so that's kind of weird. So it's like, where did this come from? Not outside, definitely. And it's very unlikely it came from another floor.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So unless they're pulling some bullshit, it's pretty good. You know what I'm saying? So she goes on. When Kelly and I returned back to the room, they played the voice back for us, and we were stunned. We hadn't heard anything when we left the room, nor felt anything weird, strange, nothing. The second taping starts at about the 146 mark. Again, I did listen to all this. This is the one that was in my grandparents' bathroom. You can hear Mom putting the tape recorder down. You hear a car outside, Grandma coughing, and then us in the circle talking kind of in the distance. Around 2 minutes and 12 seconds, you hear about 5 sharp bangs. And, I did listen to this, but, give me just a minute. What in the heck was that? We didn't hear anything like this outside the bathroom. Then it's quiet for the rest of the audio until you hear one of us open the door and grab the recorder. And sure as shit, it sounds like something is falling, but no one reacts to it. Like something metal is like falling, like clang, 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 clang.
And it couldn't have been the plumbing in the walls going.
No way. No way, dude. Like, I mean,
Sounds more like something falling.
you'll have to
into
listen
the
to
tub
this,
or onto
dude.
the floor.
Yeah,
or
you'll have
something.
to listen to this because it sounds like you have something made of 10.
Okay.
And then you drop it, and it hits one thing, bang, 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 and then hits the floor. It's fucking weird, dude. And it makes this shit super fucking weird.
Yeah.
It really does. I swear, it sounds like part of the roof just clang, 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 clang. And you're like, what the fuck was that? And they're like, we didn't hear shit. Until we played the audio back,
Weird.
And it goes on for a little over 7 minutes off and on with the same kind of sounds, some breathing, some knockings, and then that clanging. That clanging keeps happening, dude. And it's weird as fuck. Like there's no way that you're not going to hear
It was
that.
Railroad Joe trying to get in and see if they were in the shower.
Nah, dude, there's no way you don't hear that. There's no way you don't hear that. And they didn't hear it.
Huh.
She concludes with, I do believe the mansion is haunted.
Right. And before we move on to this next tale, if you guys haven't heard our episode where we interviewed our friends who are paranormal investigators.
Yes.
Now, he
The episode is Paranormal Investigation, right?
Yeah. And it's from like season 2 or something. It's quite a while ago.
Yeah, a while back.
But the gentleman we had on, he says that he never actually got to investigate there, but he did have an experience when he went for a dinner theater there.
Gotcha.
So if you haven't heard it,
I remember that. Yeah.
if you haven't heard it, go back,
Yep.
find the episode, and
Scope
check
it out.
Yeah.
Hey, remember, 2 in the pink, 1 in the stink.
3 for 2 and 2 for 1.
Oh, Chuck just made a discount. Feel like I'm getting something for free.
Yo, you are. Yeah, you are.
All right, what do you got, buddy?
All right, so here's another fairly long tale, okay?
Okay.
This comes from Miss Megan 2. And on the site, it comes from the site yourghoststories.com, okay?
All right.
And she goes on to say, quote, I spent a memorable night at Lemp Mansion with my cousin Cindy. It was memorable for me because of the activity, and memorable for Cindy because of the shower that we took together.
This sounds like a movie that I'm going to watch tonight.
Actually, it was memorable for Cindy because it firmly cemented in her mind that she would never return.
So it scared the fuck out of
Yeah.
her, basically.
Okay, so we stayed in the Charles Lemp suite. Charles was the last of the Lemp family to take his own life in the mansion.
Whoa.
Stories have circulated that he went downstairs and shot his dog,
I know.
then returned to
God,
his bedroom to shoot
the worst
himself.
fucking part. That poor dog.
This
God,
is
I would have
not,
loved that dog.
this is not true. He shot himself in the morning on his bed. He was the only member of the Lemp family to leave a note, and the 4th to commit suicide.
See, what she's doing here is she's confusing all kinds of bullshit. She's wrong. Sorry, guys.
3 in the mansion and a sister in her home in another St. Louis neighborhood.
Bullshit. I gotta say the bullshit. That's what it sounds like in my head, like 24/7.
You gonna do a ska version of that song?
Dude, I'm gonna do a slow version. And I'm gonna put some words, be like, crazy motherfuckers, and we know how to get down. Anyway, moving on.
All right, so Charles stated that when found, blame no one but me.
We read that.
He left word that his last remaining brother, Edwin, was to have his body taken immediately without any further preparation and have it cremated, and to bury the ashes on his farm in St. Louis County.
Okay. Let's say this bitch has fucking access to
Some
information
kind of
that
nobody
else has.
Yeah.
That just adds to the fact that he didn't kill himself.
Maybe she was a medium.
Look. Here's my note. Blame no one but me, and then take my body immediately without anybody looking at it. No investigation, and then have it cremated, and then take the ashes to the farm.
Take the ashes to the farm.
Dude, she's making shit up.
What happened to Uncle Charles? Well, we took him to the farm.
No, he definitely killed himself. He's at a farm upstate.
A farm upstate. Yeah, dude. All right, so after the death of Edwin, all Lemp papers were burned, along with valuable artwork and other items as requested by Edwin of his groundskeeper.
Again, she seems to have access to information that nobody else has. There's nowhere else you'll find this except for this bitch saying it.
When she was laying around that night having kinky ghost sex.
This woman saying it.
She was laying around that night having kinky ghost sex, and he divulged his secrets to her.
Dude, that's bullshit. There's no fucking way. Psychics are not real, okay? You find me one psychic that can predict something, and then it actually fucking happens, and I will go to that psychic, and I will prove to you that they are full of shit. Psychics are not real. Intuition is real. Gut feelings are real. Psychics are bullshit. They want your money.
You done?
I'm done.
All right.
Sorry.
The night we stayed in the Charles Suite, there was a party in the outside gazebo that lasted until around midnight. All other suites were occupied for the night. So any investigation we might be able to do was limited. We did wander about the house and took some photographs, did a little EVP work. Yeah.
Yeah.
What else? You want to do EVP? Let's do one. We haven't had one. Let's do it. What
We
can
should.
EVP do? We're going to do acronyms. Real quick round.
Extraterrestrial vaginal phlegm.
Even virgins philander.
Evil vagina prophecies. I win! See, that's how this works, is whoever makes the other one laugh first wins.
There we go. All right, so they did
You
some-
won the last one, and I did not like it. That sat sour with me for a long time, buddy.
So they did the EVP work, and they took some video film as opposed to film video.
Or opposed to digital video.
Digital video. No,
Maybe.
this is, yeah, I don't know when this was.
Video
but-
film, they're like, crank it. I see a ghost. They're everywhere. They got spit on the fucking lens. The fucking jizz from their last film.
Now, there was nothing remarkable, but at around 1 a.m., we decided to call it a night. I set up my video camcorder.
Oh, now you got Vigital.
Which is not
Vigital. I said Vigital. Now you got Vigital.
Vigital, that's a new venereal disease. I got the Vigital. I came down with
That's
the
what you
Vigital.
get if you mess with Homeless Harry or Railroad Joe.
They got the Vigital.
They got the Vigital.
But
Are we even doing a podcast anymore? I'm just curious.
I think maybe at this point we're just making fun of our other personalities.
Somebody's got to do it.
So there was no night vision on this camera, okay? And they set it on a small table at the entrance to the room, pointing it towards the corner where there was a little light coming in through the window from outside. The guest table was set up in this corner, and it included a coffee maker, muffins, and an ice cream bucket filled with
An ice cream bucket.
an ice bucket filled with ice.
Chuck wants some ice cream.
I'm dying.
Real fucking
Yeah.
bad.
It's a good thing there's an ice cream place right around the corner.
So what was the ice bucket filled with?
Ice.
And?
Ice. And there was wine and orange juice.
Yeah, all on ice.
Yeah, dude. Why? I don't know. Maybe there wasn't a refrigerator in the room. But why have a big-ass ice bucket with orange juice and
I have
wine
no
and
clue,
shit in
bro.
it? Anyway, my reason for setting up the camera was to use it to record audio. Wow. As opposed to recording
Well.
video. As my tape recorder would make a rather loud click when the tape was finished. And the camcorder would simply shut down after 2 hours. So what?
Okay.
I did not expect any video to be useful. I was sleeping peacefully for about an hour, but I awoke when my cousin began to move around. She was hot in the sheets, and she was trying...
Wrong one.
She was hot in the room and finding it difficult to sleep. We spoke for a few seconds, and I drifted back off, but not for long. Almost immediately, I was totally awakened by the sound of the ice in our ice bucket being literally tossed into the sink in the room. It was very loud. I asked Cindy, "What was that?" She replied, "I think it was the ice."
And then they both got naked, and they got it on.
What happened to your bed sound effects? There we go. All right.
Hell yeah.
But no, they didn't. Actually, they could both see the bucket sitting on the table and knew it had not moved. But there was no mistaking the sound we heard. After a while, I was able to sleep again, though I don't believe Cindy ever did.
Yeah, that's why. She was getting it on with herself.
When I reviewed the 2 hours of videotape, she did, yeah. I guess she, no.
She had squirted all over it.
So when I reviewed it the next day, I noticed that the little light that came in through the drapes began to distort after a while.
Sure it did.
The camcorder self-focuses, and I assumed it was trying to do just that. Gradually, it began to get more and more distorted. I continued to watch it, and I reached the point in the tape where Cindy and I woke just before the sound of the ice. There it was on the tape, the recording of the ice being thrown into the sink. I was delighted to have caught it on tape. It was loud and sounded exactly as it had the night before. Because it's a recording.
That's how recordings work.
Jeez. I recorded a copy of that portion of the tape onto DVD to keep it safe.
like tape, CD, DVD. I mean, whatever, dude. Like, get out of here.
Then I took it down to the local bank and had to put it in my safety deposit box
where it was safe. It was in a safe. It was in a safety deposit box, which is in a safe. So now it's really safe.
It's really safe. And there's a security guard at the bank, so it's fucking doubly safe.
It's quadruply safe. You got a safety deposit box in a safe with a safety guard. Jeez Louise, lady.
It was It was a very exciting night and a very good catch for me. I since returned to Lemp and spent an hour closed up in Charles' room alone, attempting to record EVPs through asking questions, but was unable to get a response. I will not give up, and I continue to visit Lemp and will continue to try to contact Charles Lemp every chance I get. I recommend anyone who can visit this top haunted American site to go.
Sounds like a plan, Megan.
Yeah, and you know what? Why Charles? Why just Charles and not any of the others?
You think she'd be after Edwin?
He was the handsome one.
All right, we got one more, and this one's from Tip's lead investigator. That's what they named themselves. They had this to say. I've actually done an all-night investigation at Lemp Mansion back in August 2007. My team and I had several personal experiences as well as a few documented experiences. We are returning this summer to investigate some more. The Lemp Mansion in St. Louis, Missouri is, in my opinion, one of the most haunted locations in the country. If you come to the Lemp in hopes to see a ghost, I promise you the Lemp Mansion will not let you down. Well, there you go. So now we know.
Short and sweet, that one.
Right. Well, all this shit was fun, but fuck it. Let's have more fun with today's Trolling the Internet.
Oh, really? I got to go rub one out, dude. Can you do this on your own? All right, let's get it done. I'll do it after.
All right.
God, why are there so many trolls?
To start things off, we have... No, you start things off.
All right, let's see. Who do we got first? Awigga wappa. Awigga wappa. Awigga wappa ga wappa. Awigga wappa ga wappa.
Dude, that's great. You did so
Yes.
good. Holy
Awigga wappa
shit.
ga wappa. Woo!
Dude, you nailed it.
That's
Don't
going to make
come.
me feel
Don't
so good
come.
when I'm
Don't come.
taking care of business after this.
All right, anyway.
All right, let's see. What did they write? They wrote, LOL, what
No,
the
no,
fuck?
they wrote ... That's all I want you to read. That's all they wrote. Like, what the fuck? How do you just comment? They commented on the video, ... You're like, what? What the fuck does it even mean? And she had me fucking cracking up, dude. I was like, oh, Chuck's got this one. ... Bah, bah, bah. Dude, I laughed way too fucking hard at that. I did. Oh,
Yeah.
Siren Kirkpatrick states the obvious with, the Lemp family story is a sad one. No fucking shit. Really? Oh, why didn't I think of that? Jeez, man, I had no idea.
No, all this suicide and stuff is just
What? It's sad. What? Oh my goodness.
All right. Let me see here. We got Joan Hoffman, who said, nothing good ever comes of going down in the basement. Unless there's a wine cellar there.
It's like, don't ever go in the basement unless there's a wine cellar. Then it's okay. Go down and get drunk. You're all right. I like that one. I like that one a lot. That's a great message. Oh, KH Worker wrote, why blast yourself away when you have the leaving Las Vegas option? At least there's a chance to be a drunk ghost.
Okay.
That is great. They're like, why be a boring normal ghost when you can be a drunk ghost?
Could you imagine the ghost just like stumbling around the house, dude?
Why? Boo!
Knocking shit off the wall.
Look at fuck your glass. Boo! That shit would be great, dude.
So David Spedding wants the real answers. He says, has anyone ever really said, I gotta get out of this house, and then ran away, leaving all his stuff behind apart from in a movie?
Like, I don't know. Have they? I think usually those movies are loosely based on true tales, which that's probably the only true part of the entire movie. They just get the fuck out and send a moving company back. You know, I believe that. Dria, D-R-I-A, made me chuckle with this little post. The Addams Family. I don't know why that made me chuckle, dude, but it got me. All right, that's clever. It's clever.
Yeah, dude.
Okay, so before we get to the next one, I have to point out that one of these companies that made a video it's called ToastedRav.com, and that's so fucking awesome that they would name themselves after some delicious toasted raviolis. You fucking dude.
I hate him. I hate him so much.
Chuck is a Russian spy. In case anybody's like looking for Russian spies in America, this guy right here.
It's the guy who pretends to like toasted ravioli.
Dude, they're fucking amazing.
Barf.
You're fucking fired, dude. You're fucking fired.
You can't fire me. I volunteer.
Oh, shit. Well, that's all right. I can make. All right, back at it. Anyway, continue.
All right. Aaron Zollner tells us, I come here for like 4 times a month and take tours and eat on Sunday. It's amazing.
No, I'm not sure. Are the tours amazing? Or the food amazing? But appreciate you sharing there, homie.
I never seen a ghost. It's just fun, fun, fun.
So finally, we have Audrey E. who wrote, holy crabs, I have been there twice. How did I not know it was haunted?
All caps. All caps.
All caps.
Holy crabs.
I love it, dude. Holy crabs.
How do you not know it's haunted?
Right.
So
I absolutely understand why people want to see ghosts. It gives them the comfort that there is an afterlife. And I understand that. You know, what I don't get is when people start taking every little fucking thing they see or hear and claim that it's a ghost. Like, that's stupid, dude.
Yeah, I've been
that shit
watching,
bugs the fuck out of me.
I've been watching so much paranormal stuff, and oh
You
my
see.
God, when you see it's just like something that's so fucking obvious.
It's literally a grasshopper, and they're like, that's the ghost of a vagina or whatever. You know, it's so fucking terrible, dude.
Yeah.
You know, It's like, I promise you that your cat staring in a corner is literally nothing more than your fucking cat staring in a corner.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah.
Cats are weird. Dogs are weird. You know what I'm saying? That's just the way it is, man. More often than not, shit just is what it is on the surface. You know, that's just the way it is. You know, there is no deeper meaning.
Oh,
more often than not,
meaning in a lot of things, dude.
more often than not, there's no deeper meaning. It just it's surface level.
You don't have the experience with.
Now I'm gonna go.
psychedelics.
I'm gonna have to go watch my brother's band practice so I can see some stupid fucking orbs or something.
I think we should go though.
We should.
And
We're
even
going
if
to.
we don't go to watch them, we should just go out.
We're
there.
going to.
All right, let's do it.
All right. Remember, guys, an open mind leads to endless possibilities. Join us next time for another piece of weird candy.